It would appear that our Helganquil host really has fulfilled its end of the bargain.
You know what that means. Time to go to Rena.
I guess this means we should give that warp drive a spin.
There's nothing here. This weird ocean we're surrounded by just stretches out everywhere. Is this really where the Helganquil come from?
I don't sense even a trace of astral energy. This world is dead.
Then this must be the hollowing.
You mean to tell me this whole world, the entire ocean is that stuff?
And it's covering everything. The entire planet.
This is what the Great Spirit does. After it depleted this planet of every last speck of astral energy, it went after Dana.
So arresting. This world of doom.
Back in its day, Rena was probably just as vibrant as Dana is. But after being robbed of its astral energy for so long, those days are gone and past. This is all that will remain.
So the Great Spirit took everything. It stole energy not just from living beings, but the land, the sea, everything.
And it bound the Helganquil in servitude, until their whole world was nothing but this. And by the looks of it, that's how it remains to this day. A world of death and emptiness.
With nothing left here to consume, the Great Spirit turned its sights on Dana, looking for another host.
You're saying if we don't stop it, this is what Dana's going to look like?
We can be sure that even these few remaining remnants of Renan life will not be spared in the end.
If the oblivion and darkness both Shion and Naori saw comes to pass, nothing will survive. It looks like we can climb down from there. Let's take a look.
So this is Rena.
A hollowed ocean as far as the eye can see. What do you think would happen if we fell in?
What do you mean, what would happen? You'd drown, wouldn't you?
Come to think of it, I don't believe I've heard of someone ever trying. Perhaps you'd like the glory of being the first?
Nah, I'll pass.
This is essentially a world-sized Renan graveyard. Are you proposing to disturb the dead slumber just to satisfy your curiosity, Law?
No, because I said I passed.
Taking an interest is understanding where we are. This place deserves our respect.
Looks like we're not going to be hearing the end of this one for a while.
You'd think I was already snorkeling in it or something. So the idea is to seal the Great Spirit inside the Renaissance using the Sovereign and Maiden's power. But just how do we do that exactly?
I'm guessing it won't be as easy as holding a spirit channeling ceremony at our leisure.
I already had wielded astral energy once 3 centuries ago. As for suppressing her thorns, Shion's had a lifetime's experience. The problem isn't just our enemy's strength. It's that it's sentient, too. And you can bet anything you like it's not going to just sit back and let us destroy it.
In other words, We need to find some way to weaken it in advance. The Great Spirit, that is.
Back when Shion's thorns flew out of control, we were able to deal with them directly. If this is their host, they should be even more corporeal here.
If that's the case, it should make them easier to attack at least. And if we can manage to divert enough energy away from the spirit's core, even temporarily,
We might just be able to weaken it enough to steal the Renis Alma, which we can then use to seal it away forever. It won't be easy, but it's our only shot. Time to buckle up. Question for you. Let's say, knock on wood, everything turns out for the best.
What'll the world be like? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of this, do you really think everything will be that different?
A lot will have to change, that's for sure. The world will have to adjust to so much. My only worry is if those changes turn out to be merely skin deep.
what do you mean?
It's well and good putting an end to Renin rule. But if it just turns the tables, it's all for naught.
That's true. Just as bad if the Danans started pressing their own.
Renins, Danans, astral art users, mages. The world is full of labels used to divide and separate people.
If only we could see differences like that for what they are. No different as someone having a musical talent or being good with their hands. Not differences so much as characteristics.
It will take someone in power to set an example, but with time, people will follow. And then, perhaps one day...
There will no longer be any need for the example. It will have become second nature.
That's where we come in. We can set the example. Imagine it. A world where magic and astral arts are used to help people. Where that's the norm rather than the exception.
Yeah, you're right, Rinwell. Why wait for somebody else? We can show them ourselves.
I wonder what Helganquil civilization was like at its zenith.
I can imagine that'd be something you'd take an interest in.
There's no question it must have been advanced, like none either world has ever seen. We could surely stand to learn a thing or two from such a people.
I get that you're itching to delve into its history, but we've got bigger fish to fry right now.
Put a pin in it, and you can do all the research you want when you retire.
I can think of worse things than a retirement dedicated to research. As for whether Rena is amenable to an aging specimen...
It's a little early to be giving it serious thought just yet.
A man can dream, though. A man can dream.
Oh, we didn't say there's anything wrong with dreaming.
In your case, Dohalim, dreams have a habit of spiraling into something else.
You'll need to stay with us for now, though. You're too helpful to let retire.
Why do I feel this is less of a compliment and more of an ultimatum?
Just a friendly suggestion.
Looks like we've warped into that pit of astral energy.
Hey! Hey, I just realized something!
Is this about dinner last night? I didn't realize those ingredients were off.
What? No! I mean... Wait, you fed us rotten food?
Rinwell, the point.
Oh, yeah, right. So I was thinking about those armored soldiers we've seen. There are regular Renins inside them, right?
Yeah, they're designed to make whoever's wearing them stronger. At least, I think that's the idea.
Right. So it kind of begs the question then, why are they made so huge?
I don't know, makes them more intimidating, I guess? Or maybe all that tech wizardry inside takes up a lot of space.
You don't think it's weird how the armored soldiers are the exact same height as the Helganquil?
Can't say I'd ever noticed it till now. And?
Connect the dots, Law!
Okay, let me get this straight. You think the armored suits might have originally been designed to allow Renans to work alongside the Helganquil?
Huh. But if that's true, what would...
Just that, I guess. But still, don't you think it's kind of interesting?
Not hugely. Hey, Kisara, well, I've got you. What's on tonight's menu? Because I was thinking, maybe meat?
Get him, Hootle.
What did I do?
Oh, now you want to listen. Keep pecking, Hootle!
Ow! Seriously, what the hell? You know, guys, when you think about it, we've taken out a lot of Zeugles. Like, a whole lot.
You can say that again. If one thing's for certain in this world, it's that wherever we go, we'll always end up bumping into them.
Isn't it weird that they're still so plentiful? You don't think the Renans have, like, a ranch where they breed them, do you?
Certainly in all of my years, I've never heard of them constructing such a massive facility on Dana, let alone up in Lenegus.
The only thing I can think of, then, is that the feral ones must be reproducing on their own.
There's also no organized effort on our part to hunt them down, so it's difficult to fully exterminate them.
Exterminate them? Whoa, don't you think that's maybe a little harsh?
What do you mean?
Zeugles originally used to be living creatures native to Dana and Rena, right? Being genetically modified isn't their fault.
You're right. Zeugles were only created because of us Renans. We altered the original creatures to suit our own ends.
First, people made Zeugles, and then we let them go. And now we're trying to kill them because they're a threat. They really have only seen the very worst, huh?
I hope we find a way to be able to live side by side with them one day.
It's a nice thought, but they attack towns and cities. What else are we supposed to do?
Aside from the strays that have gone wild, it's worth remembering that Renans are able to keep them somewhat under control.
If we had distinct territories that didn't overlap, that might reduce the danger they pose.
Well, I guess when you look at it that way, maybe people and Zeugles aren't so different after all.
Helganquil!
Guess they don't need their Red Woman disguises anymore.
Wait, can you understand us?
It's no use. We're not going to get through to them.
So they really are being controlled. In that case, we've got no choice.
I knew there was something off here!
They're not pulling punches. We have no choice but to beat them at their own game.
Don't mind if I do!
Take this!
Here's evil! Raging Cascade! Freeze Lancer! Light Astro... Magic Descent! Race on Front!
Finish this!
Here's Tourmaline!
Light Burst Force!
Radiant Genesis! Light Field!
Dragon Force!
Piercing More!
Anything in
Major
order.
Revelation! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Elfin!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside your dreams! Hit!
Major
Light
Ray!
Kisara! Frozen!
Hammer!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Here goes! You're on my tail! Do it! Spread!
Alphen.
I can't forgive them for what they've done, but I hate killing them. They don't even know why they're fighting. How does that even make them any different from the Danan slaves?
Perhaps. However, if we don't make a choice, the guilt of not doing anything will be that much worse.
Yeah, I know. I hate for it to be like this. But if it happens again, you won't find me hesitating to act.
I wonder if we're going to get attacked again.
If we lose heart now, this whole mission is over. We have to stay the course.
I thought there'd be more dirt and rocks and stuff underneath the hollowed ocean, but it's all artificial.
I would imagine they're remnants left behind by the Helganquil, seeing as there's little actual land remaining.
It's incredible. Do you think it stretches all the way down to the center of the planet?
Hey, these guys built Lenegis, remember? They probably did this in a weekend.
If they had the power to create things like this, did they really only use those immense capabilities to serve the Great Spirit? Or rather, was that the only use the Great Spirit let them use their capabilities for? We haven't seen anyone here except Helganquil. Looks like this place really is their home planet.
The true citizens of Rena. What a shame that they have become nothing more than puppets to the Great Spirit. To think of the promise their accomplishments once held. They had the potential to be great indeed.
Do you think we could have got along with them? You know, if we had met under different circumstances. Like
all of us, you mean? I suppose it's difficult to say for sure. We don't even know if they would see us as being on an equal level with them or not.
I think we may have had the chance once, before the Renan Great Spirit came along and changed everything.
You and Alphen both share an optimism. A strong willingness to believe in hope.
Do you think that's foolish?
On the contrary, I should like to take a leaf from your book myself. In tragedy's aftermath, hope is all we have.
Just look at the size of that thing. And Helganquil's technology certainly is impressive. And they don't seem to do things by halves either. In the past 300 years. No, even before that. Just how many people, Renan or Danon, do you think have ever seen this?
Regarding the past 3 centuries at least, I'd say there's a good chance that we're the first. Also, while I get that it's impressive and all, I'm just amazed you're still standing around gawping at it at a time like this. Sometimes I wonder about your priorities.
I can understand where he's coming from. More to the point, does anyone know where it leads?
What do you mean where it leads? To the center of the planet, of course.
And that doesn't strike you as sounding just a little bit, oh, I don't know, far? There has to be a quicker way to get there, right?
Yeah. With all this technology at their fingertips, it seems pretty unlikely that they'd make that kind of journey on foot. There must be some kind of device somewhere. Let's see if we can figure out how to use it.
Borrow one of their contraptions? You're either brave or out of your mind.
If it works for them, there's no reason it wouldn't for us. Why make things harder for ourselves?
You know what he's like, Law. Once he gets an idea in his head, there's no talking him out of it.
Little help! Light astral annihilation!
Denied!
Let the marksman handle this!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Air thrust! These ones can run freaks around us! Not on my watch! Healing circle!
In a vine,
Finish it!
look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Raging
Right there!
Here's another!
Pierce through!
Prepare to be sealed.
Burn it hell!
Actually, perhaps bound is more appropriate.
Let's talking more astral energy!
The heavens must be smiling.
I wonder how the Renans avoided being mind-controlled like the Helganquil. Do you think it might have something to do with the fact that they were originally Danons?
I'd say it's likely. Which is pretty ironic when you think about it.
Ironic?
The Renans have committed grave injustices against the Danons. But it was all of their own volition, not because they were being controlled. Now, it turns out they themselves were once Danons too.
Which must mean that the root of their evil isn't the Great Spirit, but something inherent in all of us. Our free will.
Now hang on, though. It was that same free will that allowed Xion and Dohalim to choose to fight alongside us. Without it, we wouldn't have been able to beat hatred and forge all those connections we've made. Free will is what saved us, right?
Law's entirely right. In any case, it certainly can't hurt to look on the bright side every now and then.
Yeah. Where there's hope, there's a way.
What'd he say?
He said, without a doubt.
Is this a dead end?
It appears this whole room functions as an elevator. That apparatus there is likely what's used to control it.
What the? Where did they come from?
Less worry, more action. Concentrate.
Go get annihilation!
Take this!
Insects should stay on the ground.
You're really
Reinforcements
strong.
incoming.
Pesky
Not a
airborne
problem.
scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Here goes!
Pierce evil.
Magic is in!
Air blaster.
Torn up! Not on my watch! I'll heal you all! Here goes! Circle! Take that! Sweet dreams!
More circles?
Keep calm and take them down! Go time!
Ready and ready! Devastation! Rising sun!
I never miss!
Now you see what I can do!
Glacial Spear! Pierce evil!
Light burst force!
Radiant Genesis! Reinforcements! Here goes! Lightning! Make it rain! Alvin! Astral Energy!
Say no more! Shut!
Well done!
In a bind?
Light Astral Energy! More incoming!
Rising Phoenix!
Photon Blast!
I think we can get through this.
Don't let up until it's over!
Who said anything about letting off?
This one's mine! This one's mine! Hurricane to the front! This one's mine! This is in the sky! It's mine!
Spear!
This one's mine! Light Astral Energy! Do it! Shield! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble.
Mega Wave!
Burn up.
Photon Blast! Power of water! Light Astral Energy! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
By the power of flame!
Shattering
Infinity!
Attack time! Lightning shock!
Ready! Hurricane strike! Here goes! Lightning hammer! Flame of fury! Burning Light Astral Energy!
With precision like that, I'm glad you're not on the other side.
Likewise for you and that shield.
Best to stay in one another's good graces then.
Not just like now!
You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both.
Glacial Spear! Pierce evil!
As impressive as always.
Here I hope there was improvement.
No, I mean you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Xion actually look flustered. Light Astral Energy! Raging Cascade! This one's mine! We don't have firearms here on Dana.
I can show you mine if you like.
That would be really awesome, Xion. This one's mine! Light Astral!
Armor won't save you!
Double demon
Photon
fang!
Blast! Will this help? One more! Lightning Horn!
It's time!
You're mine!
No further!
Sweet dreams!
Light spear!
This one's mine!
I can't imagine what we'd do without you, Reno.
Who, me? Do it! That's a little much. Frozen!
Hammer!
Nicely done!
All thanks to you.
Freezing storm! One more! Ice tornado!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Even in such a harsh environment as this, there are still creatures here?
You think they're native to Rena? Or could they be Zoogle somehow?
Whatever they are, they're dangerous. Watch yourselves around them. You think that pit stretches all the way to Rena's core?
Demons descend! Flashing fang! Now you see what I can do!
Leave the chargers to me!
You're spicier than you look.
Can't change the future without getting your hands dirty.
Dramatic, but fair.
This one's mine!
Light astral energy! Where are you going?
Finish
Light
it!
astral energy!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
Mind if I do?
Rising!
Like we're gonna lose to small fry.
I won't forgive you! Take that! Raging cascade! Spread! By the power Light astral energy! One more! One last one! Photon blast! Explosion! You got company! This one's mine! Where are you going? Light astral energy! Spread! Light astral energy!
It's go time!
By the power
Now you see what I can do!
Not much longer to go.
Come on, one final push!
Let's do this together, Alvin.
You picked the wrong fight!
Too
back!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
You've got pretty impressive aim there. Gotta go another
Demons descend! Flashing fang!
Show you what my arm can do. Raging cascade!
Rising wyvern!
Resurrection! Light astral energy! Hit!
Hold up! Is this as valuable as I think it is?
Hi, Hoodle! Raging cascade! Light astral energy! Dance in the wind! Two heads? How's that even fair?
No further!
Light astral magic and bam!
Leave them staring to me.
Yeah! And crumble me!
Photon blast!
Finish
One
it!
more! Lost!
Demons descend! Flashing fang!
Light astral energy! Reload! Not
Okay.
dream! Light astral energy! It's in the sky! Magic and bam! Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to need to use all...
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here's a healing arm!
Burn in hell!
Inferno! Light astral energy!
Can't get out of this!
Back into the fray! Spread!
Take it away!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
Light astral energy! Healing circle! Take that! Lightning! Downfall!
I don't know what to do without you.
Photon blast!
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Without a
Can't
trace!
get out of this!
Double demon fang!
Take this!
Destruction!
Armor won't save you!
Outstanding form! Glacial spear! Pierce evil!
Burn!
Photon blast! Dance in
gets
the wind,
away.
Lancer! Air thrust! Light astral...
Take this!
Rising wyvern!
Can't get out of this!
Hurricane
Fire
Strike!
meteor!
Rising
Take
spear!
that! Take that! One last one!
Demon fang!
Photon blast!
How about this?
Lightning orb! Photon blast! If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Going in!
Doubling! In an instant! Impact block!
Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky!
We got some good equipment!
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally.
if the normal creepy crawlers aren't deceptive enough.
You picked the wrong spot!
Here's a raging cascade! Here's evil!
It's amazing!
Light astral
Can't get out of this! Double demon
Photon
fang!
flash! Here's a healing art! Light astral energy! Photon flash! Inferno crosser!
Flashing blade!
Lightning orb! Raging cascade! By the power! Finish without a trace! Here goes! Photon flash! Go get him!
Sonic thrust! This one's all mine!
Lightning orb!
You picked the wrong fight!
Light astral energy! Look here goes! Here's a healing art!
Shattering
Flash!
pieces! Attack time!
This one's
Not
not
on
my watch!
Rising up!
Here goes!
It's time for a
Photon
How do
flash!
you like being pounded into shape?
Light astral energy! Flaming meteor! Flame of steel! Burning sun! Lightning orb! Light astral energy!
Sword Rain Alpha!
This one's mine! Doing! This one's got your name on it!
Ash to ash! Over so soon?
These structures don't look like anything built by the Renan. Or even what we saw in the Forbidden Zone.
Perhaps this is the true architectural style of the Helganquil. Or perhaps the opposite.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Light astral energy! This one's mine! One more!
I'll take you all on!
Light astral
Where are
energy!
you going?
Photon flash!
This time!
Light astral
This
These
one's
things
mine!
really get on my nerves!
Inferno crossing!
Light astral
Light freaks! Why didn't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
It's too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Nothing gets by me.
Through armor! Magic
enough.
exam! Post it! Spread!
You require a hand.
Alpha!
Light
No further! We did it!
As impressive as always.
Here I hope that wasn't true.
No, I mean, you're even
You
better
picked
than
the wrong
ever.
fight!
I've never seen Sion actually
Finish
respect
it!
her. Frozen!
Hammer.
Nicely done!
All thanks to
No
you.
further!
Raging cascade! Here's evil! Spread! Blah, blah, blah! Air thrust! Thunder
Do it.
shield!
More. I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life! Like we're gonna lose to small fry.
Right, here goes!
Here's not on my watch! Hurricane Spark!
This one's mine!
Hit with the lightning orb!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Air thrust!
Ready and ready!
You're mine! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone.
Did it!
Yeah. Nice technique.
Photon flash!
Thanks, Sion.
See what I can
Careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry.
Air thrust! Raging cascade! Not so sudden!
I can't imagine what we'd do without you, Ren. I need to be stronger.
That's far enough.
Here goes!
Take this! Burn in hell!
Do you require a hand?
Healing circle!
Take this! It can hide itself? Amazing!
Don't mind if I do!
Demon Fang!
Resurrection!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Discharge!
Here I come!
Here's another one!
Ready and raring! I'll smash you!
Double demon fang!
Hear my photon flash! One last one! Hear me! Flame of astral energy!
Take this! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Photon flash!
Take this!
Hit!
No further!
Photon
Rondo!
flash!
Rising Phoenix!
Where are you going? I'm going to need to use all the power
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind
You're
me.
looking good! I'll leave it to
How do
you!
you like being pounded into shape?
Demon Fang!
Lightning Orb! Level
Eternal
Lizard!
Devastation!
Hit!
Demon Fang! Incineration Wave!
Here's another!
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Malisa!
Burn!
Hit!
I'll smash you!
Inferno!
you
Light
up.
Astral Energy! Glacial Spear! Piercing
Shotgun
Blast!
Flash! Prepare to be sealed! In a bind?
Laser Healing!
Explosive Ring!
First aid! Ow! Glacial
Make it
Spear!
rain!
Pierce Kisara! Frozen!
Hammer!
Hey! Anyone else think this might be a touch too dangerous?
Ridwell's right. We should fall back to regroup and try again later.
Those thorns.
I'm not letting them get in our way!
I found some equipment.
Let me take a look at it.
Right, here goes!
Here goes! Hurricane Healing!
Rising Water!
What would I do with the close one? Right back at you! Tornado!
Denied!
Rising Water!
Glacial Spear!
Come and face
Here's
me.
evil! Swarm Flight!
Thrust!
Freeze Laser! Here's another!
This one's
Take
mine!
this.
Bullseye!
Primed and ready!
I never miss!
Primed and ready!
Stand back. I'll trip it
Beast
up.
assault!
Here's the Radiant
This
Light!
one's mine!
Magic Kazam!
Shield!
this.
Their
No
arms
more
were
mid-size
interrupted!
girl! Do it! Right! By the power of water!
Fish wing!
Blah, blah, blah! I never miss!
Demon Fang!
Right! I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar! Raging Cascade!
It's time! Dragon
Into the
Claw!
shadows.
Take this!
Raging Cascade!
This one's mine!
Do it! Light Axion! Astral Energy! Full throttle! That worked like a dream. I pity anyone who stands in our way.
That's far enough!
Here's another!
This
Raging
one's mine.
Cascade! Ready!
Demon Fang! Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
One more! Take that! Bullseye!
You picked the wrong fight!
Light Astral Energy! Photon Slash!
Here I come! I'm right behind you! No further!
Photon Slash!
Piercing roar!
Take this!
Far enough!
You with my art! Raging Cascade! I'll heal you all!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Healing
I'll
Circle!
smash you!
Need to pull myself here!
Raging Cascade!
Rising Wyvern!
Take this!
I owe you one!
Not on my watch!
Here! Let me out!
Soaring Light Hear my call! To be let free!
Light astral energy!
Tiger Blade!
I never miss! Here's raging cascade!
Inferno
Spread! Spirit Blood!
Incinerating Waves!
Photon Blast! Light astral energy! Photon Blast!
Blending Flame!
Meteor! Magic is there! Spread!
This one's
Sonic
mine!
Crush!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher!
Take this!
Here I go! I'll
Flame!
smash you!
Finish it! Dohaline!
Light Burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
This could be useful.
We should think about eating soon.
Really? Not all that hungry myself.
Don't make me say it again.
Yeah, good idea.
Throbs in pain.
By the power of flame!
Nothing
Sonic
gets
Crush!
get out of this!
Demon Fang!
Here's powering up!
Double Demon
Take
Fang!
that! Lightning
Blade!
Orb!
Flash!
Photon
Demon
Blast!
Fang!
Blah blah blah, that's
Flaming
burning
Fire!
water!
To be let free!
Blah blah blah. Here's that!
Finish it!
Dohaline!
Light Burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Going in! Now go
Dance in the wind!
Sonic Thrust! Rising Water!
Photon Blast! Magic is there! Air Thrust! Blah blah blah! Free Laser! Blah blah blah! Do it! Not much longer to go!
Come on,
Do it!
one final push.
Let's do this together, Alvin!
Rising
Don't mind if I
Water!
do! Time for
Armor
stop!
won't save you!
Soaring Light Spear!
Do it!
Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.